The very first Disneyland in the Middle East is coming to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi. What could this project mean for the value of properties in Abu Dhabi and Dubai? This is a moment of rare opportunity for visionary and smart investors. I'm sure you have heard the buzz. The very first Disneyland in the Middle East is coming to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi. That headline alone is, of course, exciting, but today I would like us to go a little deeper. How much does a Disney resort really matter to an economy? What has it done for real estate markets in the other parts of the world? And most important for us, what could this project mean for the value of properties in Abu Dhabi and Dubai? Let's start with some perspective. No brand on earth converts imagination into hard revenue quite like Disney. Each resort it has built, from California in the year 1955 to Shanghai in 2016, has been a proven economic engine for those cities and countries. Think about Anaheim in California. The original park now welcomes roughly 18 million guests every year. And over the few decades, the average home price in the surrounding area has multiplied more than 15-fold. Let's move across the country to Florida, where Walt Disney World draws more than 50 million visitors annually, injects an estimated $75 billion into the state economy each year, and directly employs around 77,000 people. That is the single largest private workforce in the whole America. In Paris, Disneyland has hosted 375 million guests since 1992. It supplies about 6% of the country's tourism income and has added over 84 billion euros to the national economy. Even Shanghai's newer resort, built for almost $5.5 billion, brought in more than 11 million guests in its first year alone and is credited with roughly 4% of Shanghai's tourism growth, while boosting the new residential, commercial, and infrastructure projects. Now translate that track record into Yas Island. This will be Disney's first waterfront park anywhere in the world and its first brand new resort in 15 years. That's a statement of strategic confidence in the UAE, of course. By early 2030's opening, the park will sit within a 4-hour flight of roughly a third of the planet's population. Our 2 international airports in Abu Dhabi and Dubai are already handling about 120 million passengers every year. That accessibility alone positions Abu Dhabi's Disneyland as a magnet for family tourism from Asia, Africa, and Europe, of course. But what does that mean on the ground? Yas Island has long been a leisure hub, thanks to Ferrari World and Warner Bros. World. Even before Disney was announced, 2024 saw residential sale prices across Abu Dhabi rise 11% and rents jump by almost 20%, with Yas Island villas topping the chart for price growth. Investor appetite is already visible. Disney's first arrival should only escalate it, I believe. We are likely to see fresh waves of hospitality projects, mixed-use developments, and premium waterfront residences, many of them launching well before the first castle opens its gate. And remember, when it comes to tourism and hospitality, Abu Dhabi and Dubai function almost like twin cities. A 1-hour drive means tourists who base themselves in Yas for Disney will still shop, dine, and even maybe stay overnight in Dubai. That increased traffic raises the occupancy rate of the hotels, retail turnover, and ultimately the international visibility of Dubai's real estate market. Today, Dubai adds roughly 1,000 new residents every single day. Disneyland will definitely reinforce that growth by emphasizing the UAE's long-term stability and lifestyle appeal. Let's move out to the macro picture. Tourism currently delivers about 12% of the UAE's GDP, roughly 64 billion US dollars or 236 billion dirhams in 2024. Early forecasts are suggesting that Disneyland Abu Dhabi alone could generate an additional 10 billion dirhams in the annual economic value, while creating thousands of jobs across different sectors in construction, services, and technology. Even capturing a fraction of the 500 million people who live within an easy flight to Abu Dhabi would be transformative. So as you can see, we are talking about far more than just a theme park. This is a catalyst capable of reshaping urban development patterns, accelerating infrastructure investment, and most relevant for you and me, boosting the property demand and capital appreciation across both Abu Dhabi and Dubai. In other words, this is a moment of rare opportunity for visionary and smart investors. If you would like to explore the smartest ways to position your portfolio ahead of these changes, whether that's waterfront apartments on Yas Island or high-yield rental stocks in Dubai, let's sit down and map out a strategy tailored to your goals. You can always reach me and the Homeland Realty team anytime. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. If you found the conversation useful, I would appreciate your thoughts, of course, and please feel free to share this video with friends who might benefit from it. Until next time.